Hi, I'm Fernando DaSilva. I'm the creative director of John Bead, and I'm here at the Beadaholique headquarters in California to teach you how to create this beautiful necklace using Lucite chain and Swarovski flatbacks. You're gonna get this beautiful statement piece, but very lightweight around your neck. You're gonna love it. Okay, we are here today to create a triple-stranded necklace with Lucite chain. We're going to be using chain that comes already pre-sectioned in 16 inches pieces. And this collection is from the brand John Bead, and it's called Tropical Punch. The Tropical Punch collection comes in 13 different colors, and we're going to be using a kind of like mint green chain that it's very sherbet spring-summer color, and then we're going to be using another one that's like opposite, like a little more darker green, and a white one, just to create that really nice texture of colors and shades. And to make this necklace a little more glamorous and to personalize and add a little touch of sophistication, we're going to glue some butterflies, 8mm flatback butterflies, crystal AB. And we're going to glue also some flatbacks SS20 on black diamond color. Our components, our finders, metal finders, will be pretty much jump rings and lobster clasps. First thing I'm going to do is to prepare the surface that I'm going to be gluing the crystals. And to do that with this particular type of product, I will be using some wipes that you can buy in any type of drugstore. And what you're going to be doing is pretty much like you may want to make sure that the chain has no oils or anything that might make it difficult for the glue to adhere to the product. So we just do unpack this from the bag, so I know that they're pretty much clean. But just in case, I'm just going to use the wipes, like I said, just to make sure that everything is ready to go. Okay, I'm going to be using E6000. This is not an instant glue. There is a 5 minutes time to work on it. And after that, we recommend that you wait 24 hours to really start wearing your piece. But this is the best glue so it doesn't frost the crystals. And we're not going to use a lot. We're just going to use a little dab. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to pretty much place a little dab of the glue, and I'm going to start from this end of the chain, and I'm going to place the butterflies. I want them to be a little bit slightly placed on the edge, on the curve of the chain. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue on this one, and then I'm going to skip one link, and then I'm going to add another dab of glue here. Another dab on this link. I like to do 3 at a time. And then I'm going to be using the Crystal Katana pickup tool to place my butterfly. In reality, you could use tweezers. Like when you're working with these butterflies, these flatbacks are 8mm. So it's okay if you use a pair of tweezers to pick up your butterflies, because it's considered really big. And you just sit the butterfly in each direction you want. I like to play with them so they're not totally they don't need to be straight. I like to place them sideways on each curve of the link of the chain. So I start here from the left to the right. So first I skip one link, so I glue one, second, third, then I'm going to skip another one. Then I'm going to add more glue. Skip this one, I'm going to add a little dab of glue here. Another dab of glue. This one. Another one here. So I have 3, and then let's do the last one. Make sure the chain all are positioned in a way that they're not flipping. Once you glue Rhinestone. Oops. Another butterfly. These butterflies, like I said before, are all crystal AB, so had that nice shimmer of color, that aurora borealis effect. Then what you can do, you can flip the crystal katana and use the metal part just to make sure that the crystal are in touch completely with the surface of your chain. Okay, then this is the first one that I'm going to leave that on the side, and then we're going to start crystallizing the second chain, that is the green, the dark green chain. On the dark green chain, to make it really nice and lay properly, I'm going to cut, we're going to lose two links of the chain. And this chain is really nice, nicely built, but it's not difficult to cut it. You just have to use a pair of pliers, or you can even cut with your own fingers. You can always keep this link to do a pair of earrings, create a different design. And on the green chain, we're going to be doing pretty much the same, but we're going to skip. We're going to glue two little crystals, flatbacks, on each of the links of the chain. Again, we're going to need glue. I'm going to add a little more, just put more glue here on this white card, and then use a toothpick to add that glue in some key sections. On this chain, I'm going to just do more like in the middle of each side of the chain. So you can put on each edge of the chain, just add a little bit of the glue. Again, now you get, again, your crystal katana, pick up your crystal, and then place on your chain. This color is black diamond. It's going to create really nice depth and nice, really combo with the clear crystal AB and both colors of the green. Make sure the links of the chain are all placed properly, so we don't glue on the wrong side. You want to glue on the transparent clear side of the chain. So we're going to skip this one, and then the next one is going to be this one. So you skip one, then you glue the first one, skip a second one, and then another two more crystals. When you're working with crystals, it does require very finesse. You need to have light hands to glue it properly. And the amount of glue, it's always much less than you expect. One more Swarovski. Oh, and by the way, these are all Swarovski flatbacks. Then we're going to repeat again, we're going to continue. As you can see, I am almost done with my dark green chain. I add two crystals on both edges, opposite edges of each link, every other link of the chain. And I'm almost done. So I'm going to glue 4 more crystals. This link is the next one. So a little dab of glue. Then I'm going to add glue already on this next one. I'm not measuring really, I'm just eyeballing where I'm placing my crystals. I don't think that's necessary, but if you feel like you want that perfection, you can always use a sharp pen and do measuring, and create a little mark and glue on top of it. Also, I usually don't use beading board, but if you want, make sure that everything lays properly. You can use a beading board to make sure that the 3 strands of chain are laid properly or are balanced in terms of symmetrical, size. But here you have the second one. So we're gonna have the green, the mint green or the light green on the outside. This is gonna be in the middle, and then we're gonna finish off at the 3rd strand. Of Lucite chain as the white one. So I'm gonna move this one here so the glue start working. And on this white chain, we're gonna just, I'm not gonna glue any crystals. You could ask me and say, okay, yeah, why you didn't add? I could add more crystals here, but just, I believe that sometimes less is more. So in this case, we want the Lucite chain to be the highlight with little touches of sparkles with the Swarovski crystal. So on this third strand of chain, what I'm gonna do is only break because you want them to lay properly. And this is gonna be the third strand of chain. So I'm just gonna break, like remember, I broke 2 links on the dark green. On the white one, we're gonna need 4 links. So I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna break this link here. And you can use a pair of pliers, or you can break, oops, there you go. And on this one, you're gonna have like 3 pieces, left that, like I said before, you can always keep it on your stash for a second design. So since we have already added our crystals, usually I would let it sit for 1 hour before I start, finish the design. But in this case, we're gonna do it now. I believe that it's ready to go. So I'm gonna add the jump rings. We're gonna use these 20mm jump rings. And these jump rings, although the thickness, the gauge is really nice and substantial, they are fairly soft, so they're fairly easy to open. Just you don't need necessarily a pair of pliers. You can use it, but like you see, I can open them just with my thumbs. So I'm gonna add first the green. I'm gonna touch the light green chain first. Then I'm gonna add the dark green. And the third addition is gonna be the white one. And you can always play with the colors if you like to have the white one. The white comes also in this width, so you can add, maybe you can have the thicker chain being the white. You can play with the different size and diameters of the chain. I decided to have the thickest one as the bottom chain is the light green. And we're gonna use 4 jump rings on each side of the chain. And then we're gonna add a small section, kind of like this extension section created with small jump rings, 10mm jump rings, and 1 lobster clasp. So I add all 4 jump rings on this side, pretty much like this is the left side, and then I'm gonna repeat the same with the other side, the opposite side of the chain. Like I said, the jump rings are good enough that you can close them, open and close them properly, just without using a pair of pliers. But you can always use a regular pair of flat pliers, and then you can use a nylon jaw pliers so you don't scratch the jump rings. So here you have your necklace, pretty much like the base or the main look of your necklace, and then we're gonna just add small, like 10mm lightweight jump rings to create this extension chain and add a jump ring, a lobster clasp, sorry. On this one, I'm gonna use a pair of pliers to open. I'm gonna attach to a lobster clasp, and then this one I'm gonna add to this side just with 1 lobster clasp, just with 1 jump ring. On this side, I'm gonna add like 5, you can add as many as you want, but I'm gonna add 5 small jump rings so you can kind of like play with the length as you want. So let's do this one here, and you add a second jump ring. Don't panic, everything's gonna be okay. Make sure you close your jump ring properly, so if it's flush. Then I'm gonna add the 3rd jump ring. So here you have your very cool, I hope you like it. And you can play, like I said, with the length of your piece. And here you have it. So as you move, you know, of course, the chain is going to flip back and forth, but that's the beauty of it, because those beautiful crystals will catch the light, and you're going to have a very nice, lightweight, and cool, and fabulous, and fun, and glamorous spring-summer necklace.